Hi everybody, it's Darla over at Trying to Be One Smart Cookie, and thank you for joining me on baking Vlogmas number 6. We are going to make coconut balls, coconut bonbons, whatever you want to call them. Real simple recipe. They're a little fussy to make. They take some time to make, but they're not difficult at all. So in a large mixing bowl, I have half a cup of butter, 2 cups of icing sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of sweetened coconut, shredded coconut. You could also use unsweetened, whatever you prefer. 1 can of condensed milk. Mix that all up, throw it in your fridge for an hour. Mine's actually been in there overnight, so it's a little too hard, but then you have your coconut filling. That part, definitely not hard. Now, if you are so desired, you can certainly temper chocolate and do all that stuff. I am not. It's Christmas. It's busy. I am melting 2 cups of dark chocolate chips. It does not have to be the dark. Use the kind of chocolate you prefer. I love the dark against the sweet of the coconut, so that's what I use. And I have 1/3 of a block of Pero wax or cooking wax. Grate it into a little bowl here. See that? The little white specks are the wax. And I just have a small pot with a little bit of water that's not touching the bottom of the bowl. And I'm going to melt my chocolate. And then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so you can tell I was tasting the chocolate. I have my chocolate all melted here in the bowl. Didn't take long, but don't walk away from it. Make sure you do it in a double boiler. I don't have an official double boiler. I just use a stainless steel bowl over a pot. Okay. Now, I usually just roll them by hand, but this year I treated myself to a little scoopy scoop. And look how pretty they are making them. They're the perfect size. And I'm going to scoop those and a few at a time. Set them on a parchment paper lined cookie sheet. Do not forget the parchment paper, you will desperately regret it. So I'm actually pushing my coconut into the mold, the scoop. This is just a Tefal cookie dough scoop. I'm not sure how big that is, but the reason I'm using my finger to scoop it off because I like the flat bottom idea where they sit really nicely on the tray. I'll do one more and then I'll show you how I did them. Oh, that guy didn't turn out quite as nice. We'll put him back in the in the mold again. Oh, there we go. See, all fixed. And like I said, you can certainly grab it like this in your hand and roll it and then dip the balls. I just like the flat side, so. Now, I know there's a chocolate dipping equipment out there. I do not own any. If I was a big chocolatier or doing like a lot of chocolate work, I would invest in something like that. This is what I do. Bonbon. Melted chocolate in a bowl. Splook. Fork. Roll it around. Haul it out. Let it drip a bit. Do this. And I got myself a chocolate dipped coconut ball. I just carefully put them right back onto the sheet tray that I used for so once again, I'm putting it flat side down though. Push it down, if you're using tempered chocolate, I think it's less thick, so it's probably even easier to do than this way, but that was Molly yawning, the dog. Do this. Now, I'm just going to take a little spatula to push it off the fork with. 2 more, and then I'll show you what they look like. Once again, schmuck. That's the official word, schmuck. curl it around. I actually could have put a little extra para wax in here. It's not quite as liquidy as normal, but for the purposes of the video, it will do fine. There we go. And last one. Dropping it in, splunk. Again, I'm just taking my fork and rolling it around in the chocolate. Scooping it out. Oh, come here, little fella. And drip, 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 drip. Run it over the edge of your bowl. Get the excess off the bottom. Now, certainly feel free to decorate them any way you want. I'm taking my spatula and just smoothing if there's anywhere that's not 100% covered. Now I'm going to wash my hands, so I lift my finger. It's always different when you bake for yourself than when you bake for others. Or at least it is for me. I'm much more conscious of like doing something like that where I lift my finger, where it was just maybe my husband and I wouldn't be. But I will set these back in the fridge to set up. However, as you can see, my arm wasn't in the way. Oops. Sorry about that. If I was better at this videoing thing, you'd get better videos. Live and learn. But they're just little coconut balls. They will taste wonderful and sweet. And they're a great treat, and most people love them. Well, people that are not allergic to coconut. And I'll do up the rest of my batter. I will periodically put my chocolate back on the over the hot water in the bowl just to make sure it stays liquidy. And I actually might add a touch more para wax into here just to loosen it up a little bit so it makes a nicer uniform look to the coconut balls. It would not going to change the taste at all, but it will, they'll just look a little better. Yeah, decorate with coconut, decorate with sprinkles, melt some white chocolate and drizzle it over top. I'm just going this way because it is the 22nd and I don't have time to mess more with them. My company arrives today, so have a great day, everybody, and thank you for joining me. I know it was a really fast talking video. Remember to smile at somebody today because they might need it just as much as you do.